Welcome back to Striking 'em Sports Chat Weekly Football Picks with an overall record of 179-93. Last week, Week 18, final week of the regular season, we went 11-5. Let's get to them picks of the playoffs. Oh yeah, it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs.
Playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs?
Talk about playoffs.
Al Iverson?
We practice. I need to do some of that. We're going to start with the AFC and then go to the NFC because I know, that might be the easiest.
Some big storylines in the NFC. No big storylines in the AFC, to me. AFC is pretty one-off. I mean, other than Tennessee reclaiming to be number one seed.
Yeah.
That's the only real big storyline. And then the comebacks in the AFC, King Henry, Juju. That's really about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Truthfully. All right, so let's go with Bengals and Oakland. They're the 4:30 game.
I say Cincinnati. I'm not liking Vegas. Vegas snuck in. Let's everyone get that straight. Like, they could have tied. They admitted they could have. They were going to. But someone called timeout. I would have rather see the Chargers in this playoff predicament right here with Cincinnati, but the game would have been fireworks. But I think Cincinnati's going to have a field day with them, honestly. Their defense is not going to stop that offense.
If the defensive line of Las Vegas. Oh, I almost said it.
You said Oakland in the beginning, so I'll let you slide with it.
If Vegas's defensive line gets to Mr. Burrow, then it's going to be a decent close game. But if they can't and the offensive line holds up, then Cincinnati runs away.
The Samaje P. Ryan, Joe Mixon twin
but
pop into that run game just to.
But
They got to break it though. If they can't break it through that line, like you said, it's kind of over. They take away play action, and Jamar's not going to get down the field as wide open as he normally does.
And you got to think everything Vegas has been through this year.
Yo, you go from making them the laughing stock of the NFL with the Ruggs and Gruden to like, damn, they lost the pinnacle of what made them great in John Madden. Yeah. Let's do it for John Madden, and it kind of like erased the whole thing.
Yeah.
A different dynamic.
I mean, it changed the whole team, man. You know what I'm saying? Changed the whole. Yeah. Derek Carr first ever playoff.
Yeah.
You know
what did they say? It was like a 20-year drought between the two teams.
Well, yeah, because Cincinnati's first playoff berth since 1991.
Yeah, and then it's Vegas's since 93, 2000?
2001, I believe.
2001. So basically about 20 years almost combined.
Yeah. Oh, 2011 for Vegas. Yeah, there's 20-year gap in between, but 10 years from Vegas making the playoffs, and then it's 30 years from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So, Buffalo at the Patriots.
I think we've seen this like 3 times this season already now. Like,
this is game 3.
This is the dynamic that we were hoping that the Dallas Washington or the Dallas Philly of the NFC East was to happen. But I mean, Buffalo, New England, 3-6. I don't know. I think that's honestly going to be the game to watch because it's always been something. It was the Wingate game because of how windy it was. Then it was Buffalo getting their revenge. Mac Jones not throwing that much still. So it's like they're both tied 1-1. So winner just moves on at this point. It's going to be hard. I think Diggs is going to have his, it's been a couple years to the day of his miracle with Minnesota, that miracle catch. So I think Stephon steps up and has a big day against that New England defense.
What do you So are you taking Buffalo?
Yeah.
I have Buffalo. I just think it's not going to be as windy. So
Because they're in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, New England's going to have to throw the ball.
$10 someone gets put through a table like Team 3D.
Oh, always. No addition. Okay, cool. So I'm taking Buffalo. I just think that they're a little bit more. You know, I think they're gonna do a little bit more.
Yeah.
New England's wide receivers scare me because Mac Jones really doesn't have, but besides his 2 tight ends, really have wide receivers that stepped up. You know, Bourne, who came from San Fran.
Yeah.
You got him, but he's got 55 catches this year for 800 yards. I mean, that just seems like a home run threat more than a.
My question is Cole Beasley allowed to play this game?
Yeah. He's back.
Okay, he's back. I'm just wondering because, you know, after his rant and remarks, which, I mean, he made some valid points for the NFL. I just didn't know if he was back yet. So, yeah, I definitely say Buffalo's going to take it. Like you said, New England's offense is like Mac Jones, and they have 2 backup decent running backs and maybe 1 wide receiver, but it's like, who else do they have? I think in the offseason, they're probably going to blow more money now on offense now that they see what quarterback they got.
Oh, 100%.
Because they got the defense with no problem. All their defensive players that they picked up have been great. So.
Let's go with Kansas City at Steelers.
All right, so this, I'm going to say it. I'm going to start with this one. This is where I'm going to say it right now before we head to the NFC. I'm telling you, and I stand by this. This is the headline game for just literally spotlight of ratings. Can Patrick Mahomes get back to the promised land? And can Big Ben pull off a miracle in his last season? Because there's no way in any hell that any other quarterback announces that they're going to retire or possibly retire. Because, I mean, he technically hasn't said it officially that he's retiring. He just said he's pondering it. But if you got that, there's no way they put Brett Favre in the Super Bowl when he was retiring. But they made it interesting with making sure he had all the primetime games for ratings.
100%.
So it's like, okay, you're putting Big Ben in this situation. Now you're announcing, oh yeah, Juju's coming back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so he's getting a weapon. He's getting Najee. He got all these people now. Like, nah, bro. At the end of the day, he's still got to throw the ball. He's still 100 years old. that offensive line has to protect him, and all his great offensive linemen are gone. Even Villanova is with a different team this year too.
Yeah. He was with the Ravens.
Yeah, so it's like you lost the Pouncey brothers over the years because they retired, or one retired, one left. I don't know. It's like a perfect scenario, but it's like I don't see that. Whoever if they put him in the Super Bowl.
I like how you state that. If they meaning the NFL guys. Let's just get that clear, because we know that the NFL, truthfully, if the ratings, the NFL cared about safety protocol, whatnot, they would suspend people who didn't wear masks and all this stuff when they went to sporting events. I'm sorry, Amari Cooper, I'm calling you out. You only got fined $14,000 for that, but you didn't wear a mask when you went to the Dallas Mavericks game. Protocol, blah blah blah. You know, whatever. But if they
did to Amari Cooper, but they didn't give they put Michael Parsons on the fucking COVID list after he went to the Mavericks game as well.
Right.
So it's like hand to hand. Y'all have to equally do this. Hence what we said about Cole Beasley.
Already? Yeah. Damn. You can go take a nap? We just washed up. But my whole thing about that is Michael Parsons vaccinated. Amari Cooper wasn't vaccinated, but Michael Parsons probably wasn't going to play in that game against the Eagles anyways. So, we sat everybody out. Truthfully, I mean the Eagles sat everybody out too. They already said that they said that they game planned for Tampa the week that they played the Cowboys.
I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta be smart with it no matter what. Like, that's why everyone was hyping up that last game, and I'm like, that was a pity win to me because Dak was out there with the offense that were starters. Okay, cool.
Well, we did that because our offense has been trash.
Yeah, y'all have to get into that, but also it's just like Tom Brady with fucking Gronk. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm in there with you, throwing you the ball so you can get your incentives. So it's a two-way street for that.
So if Antonio Brown stays, he gets his incentives.
We ain't gonna talk about that. Business is always booming, apparently.
You know what I'm saying?
Man's out there with Kanye and A$AP Rocky. So I mean, I don't know, maybe.
That album's coming out shortly.
Exactly.
All right. Let's switch over to the NFC. We got the Los Angeles the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, I just saw the LA, and the Rams got the horn, but the Chargers got the. Anyways, Arizona against Arizona.
Let's not forget that Green Bay snuck their way into keeping that first place.
Oh yeah,
because it was very close for Dallas, Arizona, and Tampa snuck into number 2. So we're not gonna.
Well, I mean, Dallas would have been. I just read a tweet. It says the NFL, and there's 2 different games at 3 different games if you count the Las Vegas game on Thanksgiving, but it really. The pass interferences and all that with Anthony Brown, whatever. But there's 3 games that it says the Dallas Cowboys should have won to be your number 1 seed, which has been the first game with the Bucs with the offensive pass interference that wasn't called. And then the one with Arizona where he clearly fumbles it. The NFL doesn't, it doesn't matter if it's challenges or not, because in the NFL rules it states if there's a play on the field that the NFL replay booth would like to take a look at, they can stop play and look at it. Doesn't matter if the team has a challenge or not. Doesn't matter the time on the clock. So, those 2 plays against it, so you got to think.
And also the Chargers game.
Well, we beat the Chargers.
Yeah, but, I mean, other teams in the NFC didn't.
Right.
I mean, that also comes from that, because I believe Arizona lost to the Chargers.
Right.
This year, which...
Well,
would have affected it, or no? Was it the Rams?
The Rams lost to the Chargers.
The Rams lost to the Chargers.
Right.
Arizona beat the Chargers.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. So we would have been the 1 seed, but it is we played 49ers, and we'll get to that. Just a quick note on this game before I pick it. The Rams are without both of their starting safeties for Monday night. Eric Weddle will start right away, coming off a 2-year retirement. With that being said, Arizona wins this.
I'm dark horse. I'm going with the Rams.
I think the Honey Badger has at least 1 pick.
The only reason I'm going with the Rams is because Stafford's not the quarterback we know him to be in Detroit. He definitely showed a little bit better, but
a little.
But his offensive weapons in Henderson, Beckham, everyone else, Cooper Kupp, everyone on that offense it's pretty good. But Arizona don't have that. What they got? Only Jones up front still?
Where?
Only JJ?
No, we don't know if JJ's going to be a game time decision.
If JJ's not playing, I'm definitely saying the Rams win because their run game is going to be pretty decent. That's just me.
Whose run game? The Rams?
Yeah, Sony Michel and Henderson, they've been studs all year for them.
Yeah, but James Conner's healthy, and I think Kenyon Drake's coming back this week, and
I like the Rams' defense against the run, especially against Arizona. Then I like it the other way around.
I just feel like J.J. Watt's coming back. How much does he play? That's the question. But
is Von Miller playing?
I don't know. I mean, that defense hasn't been good since he came over.
But I mean, the past 2 games for the run, they've been pretty well, and that's without him. So, and Aaron Donald's been getting to the quarterback, and Michael Floyd's been doing well too.
But they just lost to the 49ers, and they knew they needed to win that game.
They lost to the 49ers, but they shut the fucking run down. They just didn't have the, here goes Jordan Fuller dying in the middle of the field. Someone needed to hit the self-revive button. OBJ obviously forgot. Jordan Fuller's dying in the middle of the field.
You know,
because he's throwing it. That's really what it is.
My second thing is OBJ going to get mad when Stafford keeps throwing to Cooper Kupp? Because if you watch the 49er game, Week 18, there was 3 instances that he threw the ball to Cooper Kupp that OBJ was in the same area, and OBJ got a hand on the ball.
The same route. There was the one play that
the little slant.
Yeah, there was the one play where he tried to make the one-handed catch, which I was like, all right, bro, you didn't have to do that.
Right.
There was the one where they ran the same route on that slant where it went to Cooper, obviously, but they both were like, okay, which one of us was it for? And then that third one at the what was that, like started fourth or mid-fourth, where
mid-fourth,
both down the field and
it was over the middle.
Jumped it. Yeah, it's over the middle and Odell jumps it.
Yeah.
Like, but then he throws to you and you fucking don't make the catch for the first down to win.
Yeah, you drop it. Yeah. Clearly drop it.
And you have godlike hands. Like, we all know it. You have godlike hands. You proved this with the Giants. You proved this with the Browns. You had every team you're on, you make a godly catch. We understand. That was your chance to make that and solidify yourself as I'm here. But I still like their weapons against Arizona's defense.
Okay.
Because like we said before, I love my man Honey Badger to death. Mm-hmm. But that LSU connection from offense to defense, who's he going to be following around? It ain't going to be Odell. It's going to be Cooper Kupp. And you still got to account Higbee as well.
Yeah, but you got to count.
You got Higbee and Hawkinson, right? Because Hawkinson's on their team now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming back, though.
Okay.
He was injured. But if you flip it, who's going to contain Kyle Murray? If Von Miller plays, you got to spy Kyler, but it clears up your outside and your run game.
That's when you got to put it on the linebackers.
Not to throw the Eagles under the bus because, they got rid of Zach Ertz, and they still made the playoffs. Get some of that,
Yeah,
So you're
Zach Ertz or Arizona. I mean,
so you go Big B.
Go hand to hand.
Go Higbee or Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is a little bit more. He can do more in the run game too.
Definitely.
So
I mean, he's not Kettle, but he's
Kettle's the best.
He's a young one. I'm not gonna lie. I've always watched Ertz. Ertz has been fucking good forever.
The Kettle is the best all around. I don't care what anybody says about Mr. Travis Kelce. Kettle is the best.
Him and Greg Olsen, 1A, 1B. I don't care who's A and B, just 1A, 1B.
No, Kettle's higher.
Kettle's higher, so he's 1A?
Yeah, Kettle's 1.
He's 1.
1 by himself.
I'd say Greg Olsen's pretty good.
Greg Olsen was pretty good.
Jimmy Graham? No.
Jimmy Graham wasn't a blocker.
Says who?
I mean, says him and his targets and his blocking rating.
Okay, we're going to keep on. This isn't about Jimmy Graham.
No. We're
not even in the playoffs this year because he doesn't play for Green Bay no more.
No, he plays for the Bears.
Exactly.
I didn't even know he was still in the league.
There's a dog. Other side.
Yeah. He's looking out the window.
That's how someone's about to look out the window today.
The Bucks and the Eagles.
That's how the Eagles are going to look out the window after today. Like Squidward.
They play tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Well, shit, they're still looking out as of today. Because ain't no way in hell Tampa Bay is going to be. This is a rematch of a Super Bowl with Tom Brady against Philly. And there's no Philly special. Let's admit this.
You just don't think the Eagles can just run the ball?
No, not against that defense. Not with them getting their defensive players back. Because didn't they get Barrett back?
I think the Eagles' defense is playing better, and they can contain somewhat. Hold on.
Defense is not playing better. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. They got lucky beating us because our offense is garbage. Y'all trampled over their second and third string, and they barely got past the Giants, where Joe Judge is.
Well, they lost to the Giants the first go around. So
that still proves it.
I mean,
their defense. Where's their defense ranked? Our defense was ranked higher than them for half the season.
They're 0-6 versus playoff teams this year. Yeah.
What's their defense rank? Hold on, no.
We're picking the Bucks, both of us. We're on the Bucks bandwagon, all right? Let's look up some stats. I went to ESPN for references. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Team stats. Here we go. I got you. Team. Cowboys led the league in offense. Second in passing. Eagles led the league in rushing. Cowboys led the league in in turnovers. Steelers in sacks. Defensive leaders. Here we go.
Let's do yards allowed by defense.
Yards per game. Who gave up the most yards?
Obviously, the Jets did. We already knew that.
Yeah. The Jets, Titans, Vikings, Lions. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at something, right?
The Eagles didn't.
The Eagles, the Bucks, the Titans, the Cardinals, and the Eagles. I mean, the Packers are all around the Eagles for the least amount for so far. I mean, you got the Bills at number 1.
Let's. Did you do yards per game?
I'm just doing total yards. Like, total yards out of all the games.
Okay.
Like, Buffalo's only allowed 4,000 yards.
Yeah, I got you.
In 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
Philly's allowed 15. Has allowed 5,000. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they playing? Tampa? Where's Tampa at?
They're 3 down from them.
Yeah, so it's like both defenses are garbage. We can already see that by number. They're not in the elite of it. The 49ers being in the top 4 for not allowing that many yards is actually impressive to me because I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at Carolina.
I've looked at
Carolina had the number.
Carolina was a fucking stud for number 1 defense this year until they fucking fell apart.
But think about it. They had no offense. If Carolina has offense, that defense just...
We talked about that. We talked about that, especially when they activated Gilmore and then they started Cam, Sam Darnold was a letdown. Cam Newton coming back was a letdown. And that was a fuck up.
Go to the... we're getting sidetracked, but let's get off... go for the top 10 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the Eagles are the 10th defense. All right, Green Bay, their defense is hit and miss. Everybody knows that.
And there's only
all right.
1, 2,
hold on.
3, 4. There's only 5 playoff teams.
Correct.
That are in that top 10.
Correct.
And the Eagles are one of them.
So, and then Cleveland, they're looking for nothing right now unless Baker's arm doesn't heal. The Chicago Bears are looking for a head coach and a GM.
And a defense coordinator.
Yeah.
And a quarterback.
No. That Justin Field. Quarterback coach. The Saints, they got everything. They just need Jameis Winston healthy, I believe.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
The Bucks are looking for. The Broncos are looking for everything.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk about this after we do our next pick, and then we'll call it a playoff ending. But what I told everyone, go to points per game. So this is the big thing. I'm not worried about yards. You gotta go points per game. So Buffalo is number 1 with 17. New England's number 2 with 17.8. The Bucks are 5 with 20.8. Tennessee's 20.8. So that's playoff teams. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playoff teams. And the Cowboys are 21. The Chiefs are 21.4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of the 7 playoff teams, 10 of them are out of the 14 playoff teams. 7 of them are in the top 10 and points, allowing fewer points per game.
Yeah, with Buffalo leading the way at only 17.
God, the Chargers allowed 27 points.
Yes, they have. I know this personally because my team put up some last-minute points on them.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So, the Colts, The 49ers allow 21.5. So,
I mean, I still don't see Philly's defense being that elite against Tampa Bay.
No. I don't think they're going to be that elite.
Tampa Bay's only allowed 20.8, which the Eagles allow 2 more points. Two and a half more points.
I'm not going to say they're going to be elite. I'm just saying
not elite.
If they run the ball and they play somewhat.
It's fucking Tom Brady. He knows this offense.
Yeah. Okay. Any given Sunday though, you know me. I'm not making a point for the Eagles.
I'm just saying. I hear you, but
we're both on the Bucs bandwagon. But
if we get Dallas Eagles, if the Eagles pull an upset, and we get Dallas winning over San Fran. If we get an NFC,
it wouldn't be. Because Green Bay, the Eagles would go to Green Bay because they're the higher seed. Or the lower, whichever way you want to know it. They're the 7th seed, so they would automatically go to Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Damn.
Yeah, they would have to beat Green Bay in Green Bay, and we would have to beat the winner of the other game.
When's the last time a division rivalry has been in a conference championship?
Probably
I'm just saying.
Couple years. You got to think the Saints and Drew Brees played Tom Brady, 2 years ago? Last year? Was it last year?
Let me see something.
Who did the Bucs beat to go to the playoffs last year?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Conference, right? Championship games. There we go.
So we've had the Bears Packers in 2010, and we had sheesh.
Oh,
not how many times that has happened.
Hold on. No.
It's only happened once.
No.
I think it's only happened once. And I'm up in the 1980s looking at it.
2010, Green Bay at Chicago.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm looking at.
2009, Saints at Vikings.
That's not same conference. I mean, same division.
Yeah, it is. They're both in the South. Oh, no, you're right. No. The Vikings are north. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's what I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Is it technically Carolina? No, because that's west. Carolina and Seahawks, that's west. In the South, right?
Yeah.
So it's only happened, I think, once. So, okay.
No, Cowboys, Redskins, 1982.
Okay, I didn't get up that high yet.
Yeah. I'm just fast scrolling. Oh, the Giants and Redskins, 87 or 86.
72, Washington, Dallas.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's happened like 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah,
so I mean, that would be a ratings thing to really see that in the NFC Championship. Some good teams to do that, but I'm saying Tampa Bay. I don't ever call them Tampa Bay. They're Tampa Bay.
I'm taking Bucks. All right, the game.
Antonio Brown signs against whoever Tampa plays in playoffs. I'm just saying.
Absolutely not. He's not. He's never ever playing in the NFL again.
Oh shit.
All right, the Cowboys at the 49ers.
Go ahead, lead the way, Mr. Dallas. Go ahead. You got all the shit on.
Yeah, I'm taking
shit.
Okay, I'm taking them. Go ahead.
No. Plead your case. Come on.
We're extremely healthy. I mean, truthfully, Blake Jarwin, and I said this. He played week 18, and Zeke looked like a different runner. Hold on.
I just want to let you know I don't like that running back anymore.
You told me to plead my case.
You did. I did.
Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz is our pass catching tight end, and as you saw, as Philly saw, he scored 2 touchdowns against their second string, whatever defense they were playing, like the high school defense. But if Blake Jarwin is back and he's healthy, which he is, and he can block, he's going to have a big assignment against Nick Bosa, helping whoever he's helping. Because you're going to have to help. If Tyron Smith is healthy as they say he is, then you're going to have to help Lyle Collins on the the right side. We can't kill ourselves on penalties because that's basically what we've done a couple of games. So I'm not worried about our. This is the first time ever. I think I've said this. I'm not worried about our defense. They're going to give up points, but they're going to make stops. I think we brought people in to deal with tight ends. Javon Curse from Atlanta, that was played for Atlanta and Dan Quinn. We brought him in because you got to think he played in the South Division. He had to deal with tight ends. So I'm not worried about our secondary. First time ever I think I've said that about the Dallas Cowboys. So I think it's going to be a good game, though. I said this earlier. I have the Cowboys. It scares me to say by a field goal because I don't know if Greg Zuerlein can
kick an extra point.
Kick an extra point or a field goal. You know, he could have won week 1. He did win 1 week 2. So, you know, that was a long time ago.
To start, I have 2 words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Silverback.
Okay.
I love my man against NFC East. Trent Williams, best left tackle in the fucking league. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'm gonna say something about Trent Williams.
Say whatever you want about Trent Williams. He's the best left tackle in the league right now.
Go ahead.
And he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, cool. But I don't know what's going to happen with that quarterback. I think even if you have tackles and guards, it's what I preach about us, meaning the Washington Red Tails, Cardinals, Admirals, Commanders, whatever the fuck we are by February 2nd.
It had some good. Your coach had some good jokes about it. They used like 4 different names in an interview the other day. But go ahead.
I can believe it. But you can have the best left tackle in the league right now, and
no, I'm listening. I'm sorry, my head itched. I was listening. No, for my head itched.
That's my opinion. Okay.
No, I can hear you. Come on.
He best left tackle in the league or not? Y'all still don't know who y'all's quarterback is. 49ers fans.
No, Jimmy G's playing.
Okay, Jimmy G's playing, but it's like Jimmy G, Trey Lance, Jimmy G. At the end of the day, Jimmy G has proven a couple times, and we've talked about it in our chats, he cannot throw the ball accurately when he's under pressure. So if that right side of that line collapses, which it probably will because Gregory and company in that front line, the left side you ain't got to worry about. The left tackle is going to pancake somebody. I'm guaranteeing. Micah Parsons versus Trent Williams, I want to see it.
You're not getting. I mean, Mike Parsons might go outside, but you're missing a guy, man. You're missing the leader of our defense over there.
Fuck your defense.
Because just go ahead.
Your secondary, like you said, never will have an issue. Debo Samuels is the issue though. Mm-hmm. So he's an issue. This man has played almost every goddamn position. I think he even threw the ball this time, at least once this season.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be the issue. But it's like you said, your secondary it's scary. It's very scary. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all have y'all's secondary reminds me of that 2012, 2011 Legion of Boom. Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman. You got Diggs, Curse, and y'all got fucking second stringers that are fucking first round picks basically.
Our rookies were Calvin Joseph. He played great.
Yeah,
in the past 2 games.
He played really good. I'm not gonna lie. So it's not really a question of your secondary, like you said. It's the question of, okay, you have the tight end. Will Zeke be able to run the ball comfortably? Or is it going to be the Tony Parler show where it's, okay, Zeke, you bounce it upside, Tony, go to the outside, and let's see.
Do you think Zeke cares, though?
No, definitely not. He's going to get paid either way.
No, he already got paid. But Zeke is all about him and Tony Pollard splitting carries. And if Tony Pollard succeeds, he succeeds because that's what Zeke wants. But Zeke is the ultimate team player.
Yeah, he's the ultimate team player. But as coaches, it's like even in bowling, it's like, yeah, your coach tells you to throw this ball. you see something the coach doesn't see. So if I'm Dak and I see Tony Pollard balling out, I'm like, look, fuck it, put him in slot.
No.
That's just me. We've seen it. They did it against us.
Yeah,
put
yeah,
that man
yeah,
in
yeah.
the slot.
Yeah,
he
saying.
Took off.
But you got to think about that. You say that.
That's
Michael...
where the 49ers defense, I don't know, because I haven't watched a lot of 49ers games. I don't know what that defense is going to do. I only know the offense is explosive when it can be.
Yeah.
Yes, you said Jarwin, but we already said it earlier. Greatest tight end playing the game right now in Kettle.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all have, if he's blocking 90% of the game, just like how Zeke is, what we talked about it weeks ago with Zeke.
The best blitz pickup running back.
Exactly. The best blocker at tight end, and you have your left tackle on the left side and him on the right side. I mean, it'll give a small window, but like you said, the secondary is still the secondary. They've improved. They've showed themselves. Michael Parsons, you ain't got to worry about. No problem. Your front line, you get gaps. We've seen the run game against y'all. You get gaps. We went from 1 week not running well on y'all to the next week running very well with one of our fumbleless, shitty running backs. I love Antonio Gibson, but he needs to stop fumbling. That's just me. But I'll be honest with you. I took it as a bet, but I do like y'all to win this.
Well,
I like y'all to win this one.
Yeah.
Because who would y'all play if y'all win? Y'all would go up against.
Depends. It's the Bucks.
The 4 or the 5?
Or
the Bucks?
It depends. Well, no. If the Bucks win, then it's the Bucks, no matter what. Because Arizona is. Yeah, because we're the 3 seed. So yeah, either we're good to the Bucks.
So I like y'all to win this game because 49. Like I said, I'm a real defensive person when it comes to the NFL, and you know it. I will tell you, defenses are fucking amazing. That's what I love about football, fucking defense. But it's like San Francisco's defense ain't really giving me anything that can say they can stop the pass. They can stop the run.
Yeah.
But I don't see them stopping the pass. I mean, y'all have three of the hottest weapons I've ever seen in Dallas. Who's 4?
And you got CeeDee Lamb.
That's 1.
You got Mari Cooper.
That's 2.
You got Tony Pollard, if you want to count him.
I'm not counting him.
So
I'm talking about wide receivers.
We're talking about Cedric Wilson?
Yes.
All right, so, second year in the league, and he's playing.
Cedric Wilson is fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you this. If a team does not trade for him, I would.
You're talking about, and then you're missing Dalton Schultz, which is a faster Jason Witt.
I said wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously.
Wide receiver. 3 wide receiver. It's just like when we were so pumped about the Saints getting Mark Ingram back and they couldn't run the ball with him when Kamara was out because they were too worried about what quarterback was going to run the ball.
Facts. But
so I see it as y'all's 3 wide receiver combo is like, who the fuck does San Francisco got on defense that can stop or cover that?
Let me touch on this real quick because you said Trent Williams, and I'm a fan of Trent Williams. He was the one that let the defense and get through that RG3 got destroyed, but he was. That's why he went to the 49ers. Everybody knows it. However,
Shanahan boy.
However, he's played in NFC East before, right? He's played against these Cowboys before. He's played
multiple times.
He's played
basically his whole career.
He's played against D-Law. He's played, so
he's played against Dak a couple times.
If you look at one way to another way, they know inside out his moves. Hands up, hands down, swat hands, swim move. If he does this, you can go do this. So it's a cat and mouse game.
I don't know. This Trent Williams is different from the Washington Trent Williams, though. I've watched a couple of his highlights from this season. He's pancaking people with no problem. He's like shoving people to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, he's finishing stuff 100%.
Which is what he didn't do here. He's more contact. Now it's
he did it. He did it in Washington. He did it in Washington until he got fed up.
We all got fed up.
But here's what I wanted to say. This is so we're done with our picks. Sources have came out and said that Deshaun Watson has a strong desire to play for Brian Flores. So wherever Brian Flores gets hired, he would like to be traded to. And the Giants are a strong interest in both of those people. It's just a hunch. I really think.
What I will say about this, because this is going to be in part of my video no matter what. What I'm going to say about this is Deshaun Watson to the Steelers. That's all I'm going to say. If you want, because I'm going to tell you this, and I had this conversation with someone in the boat out yesterday. Dwayne Haskins is not your future as a backup to Big Ben. He's not a future quarterback. No Ohio State quarterback is good like that. Look at who coached them and how he's not in the league anymore.
100%.
I'm just saying. Deshaun Watson wants to revamp his career. Why don't you go to the only black head coach right now in the NFL who has not had a losing record?
Ever.
Who's put up with Antonio, exactly, ever. Who's put up with Antonio Brown, who came in after another winning coach was there and created his own dynasty. He's went through Antonio Brown, the money team of those wide receivers. He went through having Big Ben, not having Big Ben. Juju. When even not having Big Ben, he's had great seasons.
James Conner last year.
Exactly. James Conner last year, that was a front office issue. That wasn't a Mike Tomlin issue. It was a front office issue.
You still had to deal with, him not doing.
Joe Hayden. He pulled the Joe Hayden card, and vouched for Joe Hayden to be in there, and he's been a great leader on defense. Like, at the end of the day, it's one of those things. I'll put it to you like this. Imagine Deshaun Watson, Juju, Najee, what's the other wide receiver's name? I forgot his name already.
You talking about Johnson?
Not Johnson, the guy that took over this year after Juju got hurt. Oh, what is his name?
The speedster's Deontay Johnson.
Claypool.
Oh, you talking about Chase? Okay, yeah.
Claypool, and you still got Johnson.
Well, Claypool was here last year.
Yeah, but then you get Najee Harris in the backfield. You're probably going to pick up another running back, let's be honest, because there's some good running backs emerging in the draft and in free agency this year. And then you buff your defense up a little bit more. You put one more superstar with TJ.
No, you got to buff that offensive lineup, man.
They ain't worried about that. You want to know why? Mike Tomlin picked studs. He picked studs.
Yeah.
His offensive line has been great.
No,
even losing the Pounceys and all that. So I would say Deshaun Watson there. We already know Miami's out. I don't see him in New York. That's just me. Because if you want to get out of the media eye, you don't go to New York. That's just me.
That's a good point.
You don't go to New York. Everyone that goes to New York for a media eye, they're not Darrelle Revis. He's the only person to go to a New York team and handle all the pressure and still make Revis Island in the Jets.
I got you.
Just saying. So that just makes more sense to me. Meanwhile, my head coach is saying we're doing anything possible to get us a quarterback, and we may even trade up in the draft.
Right.
I'm telling you now, I still like the linebacker from Georgia. Just saying. We need a linebacker. Yeah, that linebacker from Georgia is good.
Yeah. Are you talking about Dean?
Yes, because Jamin Davis.
I'm just looking. So Leonard Fournette's not playing, and Ronald Jones has already been ruled out. So who's going to be the running back for the Bucks?
Gronk.
Oh, sorry, Gianvari Bernard is going to be the running back for the Buccaneers. So they're not going to run the ball at all.
Still like the Bucks over Philly. I think everyone does, no matter what. Like I said, they could shock the world tonight. Philly shocked Tom.
They play tomorrow at 1:00.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I said tomorrow. Yeah.
No, you said tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chiefs play tonight.
Well, fuck the Chiefs. I don't care about that game.
So, I mean, we'll see. I feel like it's they're gonna be good games. I think a lot of teams.
The only game I think is not going to be a good game is the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game. Honestly.
If Cincinnati,
and the Tampa Bay and Philly game.
If Cincinnati played Pittsburgh, it wouldn't be a good game. But Cincinnati plays Vegas and Kansas City plays Pittsburgh. So I'm just saying.
Kansas City.
I don't know. Everyone says
Kansas
that,
City,
but
I'm sorry.
Man, I think T.J. Watt, man, the kid's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, he's even more pissed off since they said a strip sack isn't a sack, and they didn't give him the record.
Yeah, and do they think that I think he's out to show that he's the defensive player of the year.
So what if the two number 7 seeds, which are from the same state, pull up upsets against the Super Bowl rematch that everyone's been talking about?
That'd be insane, man. Vegas would lose a lot of money.
That would change the whole dynamic of life for that. But I'm telling you, I just have a feeling Pittsburgh will win. But I don't know. It's just...
We'll watch.
It's hard to go against Kansas City. That's just me.
Yes.
It's just hard.
100% right. At this time of the year.
If it's Pittsburgh, yeah. Like, if they were going up against Cincinnati, fuck, Cincinnati blew them out the water this year.
Well, we might see that next week. No, Cincinnati.
Roger Goodell may say, "Hey, Big Ben Button, he's retiring. Let's go ahead and make a storyline."
No, you definitely can't do that, man. You definitely cannot.
There's a lot of shit we said we couldn't do. We almost had a tie to not even get Pittsburgh in.
We know that the NFL is rigged, so that's how we say it on that. All right.
Yeah, Dan Snyder and Jerry Jones too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The Super Wildcard weekend picks are in. We're going to leave it right there. We'll pick up next week after all games are played. LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
are the Lakers above 500 yet?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, they trash.
I mean, whoever they were last playing 2 games ago when Westbrook was on the cold streak, they said ice cold player of the game. I was like, y'all trifling. With the big screen at that.
Well, they're talking about him getting traded for Ben Simmons. I mean,
I saw a picture, a meme today, and it was LeBron on the sideline and Westbrook looking over, and on the card it said trade AD, trade Westbrook, fire their head coach, go back to Cleveland.
No, it's awful. He ain't gonna win that East though. The East is too stacked.
I will agree. The Bulls are scary.
But you Phoenix and the Warriors are 2 dominant teams in the West, so I don't see anyone beating them either.
The Warriors lost to the Bucks 2 nights ago, though.
Yeah. And then they came out and destroyed Chicago. So
yeah, they destroyed Chicago. They destroyed the number 1 seed in the East. Which is very confusing.
They got blown out by the Bucks, but then they destroyed Chicago. So it's a toss up right there. You know what I'm saying? So all right. Super Wildcard weekend is picked. We'll be back. We'll be out next week to do this again.
Shout out to the Georgia Bulldogs.
Go Dogs. They rolled up that tide.
Rolled it up and smoked it? What?
What? All right, we out. We holla.